Thank you, Chair. In particular, Chair, thank you to you. I never thought I would utter those words, but there we go. Thank you for the manner in which you've chaired this committee. Your, let's call it your calmness, has settled the waters on many an occasion. I'd like to thank my colleagues on the committee for their hard work and dedication from all the parties, and more particularly my own colleagues who have worked really hard. The evidence leaders, the researchers, and the staff have done a phenomenal job, more so than any of us, Chair. They've worked longer, harder, and their work is now starting. They have to help us finalize the report and deal with the determination, so I thank them. The evidence leaders, the parliamentary legal advisors have done an outstanding job, and we thank them. And also the press, Chair, who have covered this committee with great professionalism and made it possible for everyone in South Africa to, I hesitate to use the word enjoy, but to watch this committee. And then to the people who appeared, Chair, the witnesses, some were honest, some weren't, but some came at great risk to themselves, and so I thank them for coming. Thank you.
Honorable Matthys.
Where do I start? Thank you, Chair. I thought it's a bit premature because we still have to go into deliberations and our final report, so we don't know how we're going to emerge on the other side. But so far, in terms of the proceedings, we do appreciate and we are grateful for how you've handled and how you've chaired the committee. We have fought with you, we have fought with each other, but I think we have all displayed as members of parliament a level of maturity that it didn't tiptoe or spill over into how we were able to do our work. I echo what my colleagues have said, say thank you to the staff of parliament, the cleaners, the catering team, the media as well. It's been a great pleasure to be in this environment. So we appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, Chair. And let's see how we emerge on the other side after our report. Thank you, Chair.
Ngazita.
Well, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Well, firstly, one wants to express a word of appreciation to you, Honorable Chairperson, for your exceptional leadership of this committee and the manner in which you actually, led us. It was indeed very professional and exemplary in the sense that there will actually be lessons that we will learn from the manner in which you conducted yourself in the leadership of this committee. We thank you for that. And do want also to thank our colleagues, the honorable members, for their incisive cross-examination of witnesses that had appeared before us. Although sometimes there would be robust your engagements that had to be expected. We are all politicians from different political backgrounds. But all the same, I do want to thank honorable colleagues for the sterling work that we actually have done. Thank you also to the witnesses out there who actually came to give us some information that we were looking for in order to be able to do our work. Thank you to the support staff. And colleagues, we yet have a tall task ahead of us. This was the first leg of our task, and I think the biggest task is what then do we do with all the evidence that we have collected? I know that the real work is yet to begin, where we would actually put together a report and make recommendations. I'm saying this because I know for a fact that people out there have very high expectations about the outcome of this process. So they are pinning their hopes on the outcome of this process. So we dare not disappoint. So thank you so much, Honorable Chairperson.
Honorable Souls.
Honorable Chairperson, maybe I should start by thanking you for your benevolence that is sometimes unequally extended, but we thank you anyway. To my fellow colleagues in the committee, every single one of you, thank you very much for the robust engagements at times. And to the evidence leaders, more specifically the feminine side of the evidence leaders, and our SC, looks like it's close to pension. But very vibrant in his work. And so we want to thank him. We had very great time with him, the media, our caterers, the food was very nice. Very, very nice. We even had prawns. No? To our staff, every one of our staff, especially the ladies at the door, every morning, they never lack smiles, and we want to say thank you to them. And to South Africa, especially the patriots in South Africa, our general, I want to say thank you for, especially for admitting that you too have shortcomings and you have holes. We obviously chose to focus on your heroism tonight, and that was intentional and not your holes. To preserve the integrity of our committee, because we are also still verifying some issues around your holes. And we decided tonight we must focus on genuinely your heroism. You know, we take the lesson from you that oftentimes the right information in the wrong room is dangerous. So I want to speak to every patriot tonight. What you saw tonight, just recently, was a display of what I call the art of politics, where a handwritten letter by a fraudster in prison was sent to an MKP member and came to our national hero via his cousin. MKP and our national hero saw it fit to read untested and unverified allegation on the last day of the sitting of this committee. And that information implicates, obviously, our president and our deputy president in the Patriotic Alliance. Now, to every patriot in South Africa, this is our last day. I want to say to all of you who knows us, who knows me, it's going to get worse. The fire will be turned 7 times hotter. We're going to see more. But the God we serve is going to ensure that what is meant for evil will turn out for our good. Honorable Gayton Mackenzie and Honorable Kenny Kunene are honorable. They are not part of drug cartels. Crime is their past, and presidency is their future. How do we know? God gave us victory tonight in Ward 7 in Beyers Nodia. Patriots, Moni Baizani. God has entered the ring. When the room is right and the facts are verified, we will deal even with the general's holes. But today, we continue to celebrate you, General, as our national hero. We are very genuine about that tonight. A lion doesn't roar whilst hunting. It only roars after the kill. We love you, South Africa. Once again, Moni Baizane. Moni Baizane. In English, don't be sad. Away.
Honorable vessels.
Thank you very much, Honourable Chairperson. Let me also start by thanking you for taking up the difficult task of leading these proceedings and chairing this committee. It was definitely not an easy task, but it is very easy for someone to sit on the pavilion and criticize what's going on the field. But it's much more difficult to be on the field and make the decisions. And that's what you had to do. Let me thank you for the calmness as well with how you dealt with difficult situations and volatile situations in the committee. Let me also thank the evidence leaders and the team, the support staff for all the hard work. Without them, this would not have been possible. And also all the other parliamentary staff that also have to be here every evening or till in the morning, hours of the morning, working behind the scenes and taking care of the important aspects. Also to the members of the media and also all the colleagues, the members of the committee for the robust debates, but also the way that we could have conducted ourselves in the interest of getting the work done. Chairperson, the important work starts now, and that is to produce findings and recommendations that will bring about change and contribute to fixing the criminal justice system to the benefit of South Africans, to assist in bringing about a safer South Africa for all. Thank you very much.
Honorable James.
Thank you so much, Jay. Fresh off the streets of Eldorado Park, first term MP, alternate member, the least amount of time. Thank you to Action SA for entrusting me with this mammoth task. I've learned so much. Gee, when I stepped into this committee, I questioned ANC chairperson met al hierdie ANC goede nooit nie. But today I want to say to you, if I must choose again, I will choose you. There are definitely still good people in this party.
Thank you so much.
You have made me proud. I will always remember. My kids now use that line on me. do not breathe down the witness necks when I speak to them. Thank you so much for the many lessons. Thank you for the growth. I've learned so much from you. I've matured. We end this committee here. I'm a better person, I feel, because of the contribution you and many of my colleagues here has made in my life. To the research team, Action SA research team, near Mensa, ek moet sê, they are the best. Thank you so much for all you've done, the extra hours, the running around. You know, I like to run to police stations and run to get evidence. Thank you so much for never complaining, for going the extra mile. I think they knew that a part of this ad hoc, what was happening here, was very personal to me. So they went the extra mile. I appreciate them. To my family, it wasn't easy, but thank you so much for your support and sitting up with me and just being there. South Africans, thank you so much for the many memes, made me laugh. Thank you so much for the criticism. I found growth in it. Thank you so much for the motivation, stopping me wherever, encouraging us. It really meant a lot. Thank you for the questions. It helped guide us. Evidence leaders, well done, I'm proud. Thank you so much for leading us and guiding us as well. The staff of Parliament, the media in the corner, thank you so much to you as well. Most importantly, to God, every morning when I woke up, I said, God, guide my footsteps, guide my mouth, all about you, nothing about me. And he surely did that, I believe. Whenever I spoke, I was so nervous. Like I said, it was my first time. It was so overwhelming knowing that the entire South Africa is watching. Thank you for reminding us of the young girls that was looking while we were having our days now and again. Thank you to everyone. Finally, it's time to get back to the real work. Something that I've been looking forward to is that report to South Africans. I cannot wait to make them proud. Thank you, Chair.
Advocate Arendse.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, Chair, for your leadership, your guidance, your advice in many private discussions we had on various things. Thank you to the committee members over the past few months. We have struck up relationships with all the parties, and we thank them for their support. Of course, thank you to the Speaker and to our Parliament for giving us the privilege